Okay, so before we get started, this is our Discord giveaway information, and there's only a 25 message requirement, not a lot. You can do that in a single day, but if someone is having trouble with this, then let me know in the comments or in the Discord server. Then, if this is really a problem, then I'll just lift the requirement and you don't have to have a small message requirement. But this was basically recommended by the server or by the people in the server because they don't want someone who no, they just don't want someone who just entered like an hour before the giveaway ended to win because people actually waited and people are actually active in the server. Uh, they wanted they wanted the money too, but they couldn't because they didn't win and they lost to someone who just entered, which actually happened. And I do kind of feel bad. So we listened to their suggestions, and this is what this is the outcome. 25 messages. It's not a lot, even for just people who are there for the money. It's not a lot. 25 messages. All you have to do is chat for like a day, and well, there you go. And this is permanent too. You will keep your messages so you can always enter future giveaways. And we will have a 100 mil coin giveaway when this channel reaches 1 subs, or if it reaches 1 subs before next year. So let's hope this can happen because we don't really have a lot of time. Only about 2 months left. But we have to get this over with first. I'm going to be having a giveaway every 100 subs, or at least a really big one. We do host small giveaways like 2 to 5 mil, sometimes 10 mil if I feel like it. And that can be for just anytime. Anytime I feel like it, there will be a small giveaway for free money. And who can say no to free money, right? Speaking of money, today we're going to be talking about why making money is a little too easy in Skyblock. Now, me, this is a small problem because it doesn't take that much time these days for a new player to get full storm, full storm Necron, or full shadow assassin, or a Hyperion. It doesn't take that much effort anymore. Whereas when the game started, you actually had to grind for everything. But now, since money is not a problem anymore, it's really not that bad to pretty much get whatever you want. I still remember when 50 mil was like considered rich. And now it's basically just you're still broke at this point. Since money is easy to make, I'm going to be sharing a few reasons why that is. And one of them right now is basically my last video, but I make 20 mil. I make 20 mil per week without doing anything. All I do is collect minions and look for auction and bazaar flips, which takes a few minutes. Not that big of a deal. So a few minutes, not even an hour of my time, since I have other things to do. Uh, I make 20 mil minimum. 20 mil minimum per week from just sitting in my AFK pool for a little bit, collecting minions once a week, and finding at least a few flips that are decent. Yeah, 20 mil a week. That's all you have to do. Now, if you combine minions and flipping with, let's say, farming multiple hours a day, then you can possibly be making upwards to, well, let's say you do 10 mil an hour, which is doable from farming. So if you do farming 2 hours of your time, you can make 20 mil, which is like 2 weeks of my time or a week of my time. So if you mix in farming, you can possibly make a few, you can possibly make 100 mil from just farming and um minions. And if you add auction bazaar flipping with that, then that just keeps adding. That just keeps adding up to your overall profit. Because farming, you don't lose money. It's near impossible to lose money from farming. And all you have to do is hold left click while you run. So do this. Let me change speed cap to 300. I think that's the ideal one for me. And then you just, well, you'll be having a hoe for this, but this is all you do. Do this. That's all you have to do. Well, I guess I have to be slower. So we'll say like 250-ish. Yeah, 250-ish, you'll be getting every single crop. So there you go. All you have to do for farming. Now it can be boring, which is why you can always minimize your screen, make it smaller, and have a YouTube video on the side. Or if you have two monitors, then you can have one monitor playing Minecraft, one monitor playing YouTube. All you have to do is know when you have to turn. So when you reach the end of your line, which takes still a decent amount of time, so you won't be turning too often. When you reach it, just turn around, continue, and continue watching your video. I'm pretty sure missing a second or two of your video won't hurt. So there you go. That's all you have to do. Possibly be making like 50 to 100 mil coins a week. There you go. Now I gotta lock my boots so I don't accidentally sell it. But it's that easy. Now this is just farming. I haven't gone over dungeons. I haven't gone over the deep caverns. The end is, aside from doing your, what are they called? Slayers. Aside from doing the Enderman Slayers, which is still endgame stuff, then I guess late game. Yeah, late game rather than endgame. But this place is kind of useless aside from Slayers. Doing summoning eyes are not as profitable as they were. I know they sell for 1 mil a piece, but a 1 out of 420 chance to get a drop, and it's not even guaranteed if you hit 420. So, not worth it. Farming can give you way more. So farming, dungeons, minions, and I don't know what I'm missing. Flipping, dungeons, minions, and farming. That alone, or even without dungeons. Just those three things, farming, minions, and flipping, that can get you 50 to 100 mil per week. And even when you just start, you can make a 2-layer pumpkin farm. Yeah, a 2 or 3 layer max island size pumpkin farm. You'll be making a few mil in like a few hours. And that's really good starting money since it all just stacks up. And if you can get a better tool, it'll only go faster and you'll make more. And if your farming level goes higher, you'll also get more. So it only gets better. So if you don't farm, especially if you're new to the game, then this is one of the best ways for a beginner all the way up to a veteran at the game, like someone who's been playing this for years. This will still be a really good money making method, especially since the prices are set. Let me go to the bazaar. If I Let me just buy a stack or not. Enchanted pumpkin. There we go. So if you were to sell it in the NPC, you would be getting 40k a stack of enchanted pumpkins. Or if you go to the bazaar, you can be making 69 to 70k per stack. So easy starting game money. It sells relatively fast too. And once you're done with pumpkins, you can move on to sugarcane and netherwort, which is going to be your main crop if you decide to farm. So that's all you have to do, really. Making 50 mil to 100 mil a week is honestly not that surprising anymore. And when people say that they have been grinding for they've been grinding dungeons for a while and haven't even made like that much money, well, that just proves my point in saying that dungeons is not as good. Sure, you can possibly get like a giant sword. There we go. So, like, sure, you could possibly get a giant sword, which is 150 mil profit, or not full profit, but over 100 mil profit, I believe. Necron handle, which is that much. Really expensive. So Necron handle, that much. Giant sword. What else sells for a lot? Shadow assassin chest piece. There you go, 19 mil. Yeah, about 19 mil. Can I buy this? Nope, I can't buy this. Yeah, those drops are not easy to get. They are RNG drops. And you have to get a really good ranking for your dungeons runs to get. And it's only good if you can do it consistently. And if you don't get bored like me from repetitive things. Because I'd rather farm and turn every once in a while watching a YouTube video than focusing on dungeons so I don't die and lower the rank. And farming is also way more consistent since you'll most likely be making the same amount of money all the time or more. Actually, it can only go up because the higher your farming skill goes up, the more crops you get, and you can invest that on better tools and better enchants for your tools. And there you go. Easy money. You can easily make 50 to 100 mil per week from doing not that much. I mean, if I can make 20 mil from not even logging in, and sometimes just sitting in the pool for not even an hour, then you can make 50 to 100 mil a week. No problem. Even for a new player, I would say if they dedicate themselves to farming, they can make an easy 10 to 20 mil, maybe even 30 mil, right? Just right after you started playing. Like you start playing, you make a farm this big. Looks like a lot, it is a lot, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it so it can get you started. You'll be making a lot of money. In no time, yeah, and in no time, you'll be in late to end game because the amount of things you can do for money here is insane. And for some reason, people still scam. That's the most amazing part. For some reason, people still scam others despite all these things being available and anyone can do for like little to no effort. Like when I see a scammer, what I think is they don't want to hold left click. That's all I think about them. They don't want to hold left click. They don't want to spend a few minutes looking in the auction house, and they don't want to spend a few minutes looking at minions. So that's how I see scammers. And always be on the lookout for them. You never know when you might encounter one. I've encountered one myself when I was still, I guess, mid game. And well, when I got scammed, it really didn't bother me because it wasn't a lot. He literally scammed me off like um off 1 mil, and in my head I was like, okay, I can just make that in a few minutes. So it didn't really bother me. But always be on the lookout for them. They're always there. And you never know when someone might scam you. But other than that, making money is extremely easy. Like, just make a farm, and all your money problems are solved. And if farming alone can cover all your expenses here, then doing dungeons for the RG drops, that will just overkill it. As 600 mil for one Necron handle, or 150 mil for a giant sword. That's a lot to profit from. But other than that, I'll end the video here. This was, I'm gonna consider this a little, or another one of my little rants for this game. And this time it's for how easy it is. So if people still think this is hard, or if I get comments saying like this is still hard, what do I do? How do I make money? Then I will post more videos of these, like auction guides, bazaar guides, or just how to make money in general. So I will keep doing this, and we'll see you next time.